welcome back to Layden's. Today I'm going to be pressure canning my carrots. We have so many carrots this year. I did a video earlier this year showing how I plant my carrots for the best yield. Look at the size of some of these carrots. They're monsters. Yeah, so I washed all the carrots and everything off outside so it wouldn't make quite a big a mess in the house. So now I'm just going to peel them. I'll shoot you guys down so you can just see what I'm actually doing. Now these are the biggest carrots we've ever grown. Our carrots never did get this size before. Rinse them off. Sink. Now I'm not going to make you guys watch me peel 150 carrots, so I'm just going to show you how I'm cutting these. Because they're so big, if I diced them the other way, I wouldn't be able to fit them in the bottle. Now I got to do this. That gives me the right amount of head space in here. So this will be my kind of a template for the size of my carrots. Now the tips that I cut off, I won't be wasting. Those will be just going into a jar on their own. So what I actually do, I pack them in good and tight. So that gives me about 1 inch of space inside. They're packed in pretty tight, they don't even come out. So that's one bottle. We got another 24 to go, or 20 to go. And that was one carrot that filled that bottle completely. That's the size of those carrots. It's crazy this year. But oh well. And I would have thought they would have tasted a little woody, but they're actually perfect. They're really, really sweet, so we lucked out. That's a good thing. So I'm just going to continue on peeling these now and get them all cut. Get them all put into bottles, then I'll come back and show you what I do after they're all put inside of a bottle. So yeah, I have 36 bottles done. I think it's 36. It's 36 or 34, whichever. So now we have them all packed in as tight as we could get them. The reason you pack them in tight is because they do shrink in the pressure cooker. So now we're going to add a half a teaspoon. So now we have all the salt and vinegar added. We added a teaspoon of vinegar to each bottle as well. So now I have to get ready because this water is boiling. I just took it off the stove. I didn't have a kettle big enough to have enough water to fill all of these guys up. Or, you know, a toothpick or the plastic containers that come with canning things to get the air bubbles out. What I use is just this. I find that actually works the best, especially when you have your jars packed tight together. Now the main reason we're putting hot water in here, boiling water in here, is so that when we put them in the pressure canner, we're not dropping cold bottles into hot water. We're going to be putting the lids on. Now these were all washed earlier today. Now you don't want to put them on too tight in the pressure canner because the pressure needs to escape the bottles once they start boiling. So I'm going to bring you guys over so you can actually see how I put them in my pressure canner. Have any cloud or anything on them when they come out. Now this is a separating tray. That's why I can do 2 layers. Well, that's 16 in there right now. So I turned that right down just so that wasn't steaming so much when I was doing this. Now I'm just checking the rim or the gasket of the lid of the canner to make sure it's all nice and clean and no burrs or marks in it. The canner has a little mark here, right there, which lines up with that over there, which is a mark there, and then you pull it this way. That seals it. Now I'm going to twist it around, turn this back up on high. Now my timing don't start until I get a lot of steam coming out of here, a steady stream of steam coming out of this vent hole. And this is the weight I'm using. The reason I'm using this weight is because it's a release weight. It actually controls the temperature better than this. This is the one that comes with the pressure canner. When it sits there, it doesn't release the pressure from this area. It just kind of sits there and stops the pressure from releasing. Now this one will actually help control the temperature or the pressure on the inside of the canner. So I'm not going to put that on there, not yet. I'm going to turn it around. I just want to be able to see the pressure gauge, even though the pressure gauge is not going to be very accurate once I put this one on, because this one will actually rock back and forth a little and let the pressure relieve and it'll keep the pressure pretty steady once you get the right temperature. So we have it up on high now until we get a steady stream of steam coming out of here. Then we'll put this on, and what we'll do is we'll watch this thing, and if it's rocking really fast, then we have it's too high. We need to lower our temperature. So now we have the pressure. It's at the perfect pressure right now. So now it's time to turn the stove down. So you can actually see how fast this thing is shaking now. So we need to kind of turn it down so it's at a slower movement. So I'm going to turn the burner down. There we go, perfect now. That's exactly what we want. It's right there like that. So that's it. Now we just let it cook for 25 minutes and our carrots should be done. So yeah, it's been 30 minutes now, and it's I just shut the stove off. So now what we're going to do is wait 15 minutes. We have to wait till this little valve right here drops back down. Then that'll let us know that it's safe to open the lid on the pressure canner. So it takes what it takes, usually around 15 to 20 minutes for it to cool down to be safe to open. Well, it took a long time for this thing to cool down today. Almost 40 minutes for it to cool down. There's no pressure left now, it's all at 0. Can open it up safely. Now when you open up a pressure cooker, always flip it away from you, because you're still going to get a lot of steam coming out. They look really good. Now when you take them out and you lay them on your counter, make sure you put a cloth or something down, because these bottles are extremely hot and you don't want... I have to go and do this all over again because I have another full set of carrots that's got to go back into the pressure canner. So yeah, that's pretty much the basics of pressure canning carrots. It's pretty simple. It just takes time. You can hear them starting to pop already because the bottles are starting to cool down a little bit. So yeah, pressure canning is a fantastic way to preserve food. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this can help you out and give you a little bit more confidence with a pressure cooker. They're not as scary as they used to be, because there's lots of safety things on these things now that will actually pop before the pressure canner explodes. Because, you know, when I was growing up, they didn't have these safety things, and I know my grandparents blew theirs up once, and my wife's father blew hers up, or is up, a couple of times actually. So back then there was no safety measures, but now there's lots of safety measures on pressure canners, so you don't really have to worry about that anymore. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe consider subscribing. Smash that like button. Stay safe, stay healthy, and thanks for watching again.